Hi friends, today I am going to share with you the secret of solving agriculture-based questions in the UPSC Prelims examination using elimination technique. Guys, most of the UPSC aspirant, they fear agriculture-based questions in the Prelims examination. The reason is these questions are too technical and factual. And if you try to solve these questions only on the basis of your knowledge, then you will always struggle to solve these questions. But I have analyzed the last 25 years of UPSC questions, particularly agriculture based questions. I have found out there is a pattern of framing questions, and once you identify that pattern without even having the complete knowledge, you will be able to solve these questions. My name is Santosh Pandey. I have cracked the UPSC Prelims examination 6 out of 6 times, scoring very high marks in the Prelims examination. You can see some of my scorecards. I have scored more than 30 marks than the cutoff. Guys, this is a big achievement, and I mentor aspirants for the Prelims examination. Guys, you can join my Telegram channel. The Telegram channel link is given here if you want my guidance. This is my Telegram channel, Optimize IAS. Around 38,000 students are there. Okay, so let's start. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to pick questions from the PYQs, and then I'm going to apply these techniques. I'm going to help you identify the pattern, how UPSC question setters are framing questions. Guys, I have been telling you that UPSC is about understanding the pattern, how UPSC question setters are framing the questions. Once you identify that pattern, you can solve most of the questions without complete knowledge. Let us start. Okay, so let me just discuss with you this question, first question. There are around 10 questions which I am going to discuss today. Okay, this is the first question. Let us read the question. With reference to cultivation of kharif crop in India in the last 5 years, consider the following statements. Okay, so they have given 4 statements related to kharif crops. Okay, first statement is area under rice cultivation is highest. Second statement, area under rice cultivation of jowar is more than that of oilseeds. Third statement, area of cotton cultivation is more than that of sugarcane. Fourth statement, area under sugarcane cultivation has steadily decreased. Guys, as I have told you that agriculture question sometimes is very factual. This question is very factual and very difficult to answer these questions if you are just going by your complete knowledge. You have to apply little bit logic also. So guys, one technique which always works, this is basically question on what? Okay, this is basically agri-economy. Okay, this question is on agri-economy. So whenever you get a question on trend, and if they mention a word called steadily, either increasing or decreasing, steadily increasing or steadily decreasing, that will definitely be a incorrect statement. Okay, in UPSC I have seen 25 years questions I have seen, and from that I am giving you the conclusion. Okay, so you don't have to waste your time analyzing the 25 years of UPSC questions. I have done that for you, and I found out whenever they are using a question on trend, whenever they are giving a question on trend and they are using the word steadily decreasing or increasing, that will definitely be an incorrect statement. So automatically out of this, guys, this statement becomes wrong, because it says that what? The area under cultivation of sugar has steadily decreased. Okay, this is wrong. So statement 4 is wrong, statement 4 is wrong, statement 4 is wrong. Automatically option A is correct. Okay, but here there will be many aspirants. They will be saying, sir, in one of the video you have said highest word is also incorrect. So why not statement 1 incorrect? Okay, they will say like this. So guys, I would like to tell you one thing. Little bit knowledge you should have. If you are not completely relying on elimination techniques, then you will not qualify the Prelims examination. You have to have knowledge. So guys, we all know that India is having the largest, one of the largest producer of rice. India is the largest producer of rice, and rice is a staple crop. Rice is a staple crop of the country. So obviously area under rice will be the highest. Because guys, if you read NCRTs, any NCRTs, class 6, class 7, class 8, class 9, class 10th, you will come across that rice is a staple crop of India. Everyone consumes rice, okay, in the entire country. So obviously rice area will be the highest. So here highest will be correct. So don't blindly apply elimination technique. Okay, another common sense I'll give you. We all are reading what? We are reading that government is going for bioethanol. Government is going for bioethanol. Okay, these biofuels. From what we are producing biofuels? Sugarcane only, guys. Sugarcane cultivation is rising, not declining, because of the bioethanol. There are concerns that if we are going to produce more and more biofuel, then we have to produce more sugarcane, because sugarcane is one of the feedstock for the biofuels. So how come sugarcane cultivation is decreasing when biofuel production is rising in India? This is also common sense. I'm just giving you ideas how to think inside the exam hall with some rules. There are some scientific rules, but along with the rules, you have to apply common sense also. If you are just blindly applying elimination technique, then you will never score very high. If you want to score very high, if you want to comfortably crack the prelims examination, you have to apply your common sense. You have to apply your logic also. Just blindly, if you just mug up, what people are doing, they are just mugging up some elimination technique from some videos, and they are just blindly applying inside the exam hall, and that is why they are failing in prelims even after knowing the techniques, because they are not applying them. That is why, guys, I tell every one of you, please practice my important questions which I am framing for 2026 prelims, because these questions I am framing using these logics only. Because once you practice applying these logics, then only you will be able to qualify the prelims examination. Then only you will be able to apply inside the exam hall. This is very important. Practice is very important. So here, although the statement 1 is highest, but this is a correct statement. Okay, this is a correct statement. So don't blindly apply logic. Okay, so here what rule I have applied? I have applied the rule that area steadily increasing, steadily decreasing, such kind of statements are incorrect. Anywhere in economic question, generally such kind of trends are mentioned. Fiscal deficit increasing steadily, they will make a statement like this. Okay, so you have to be careful. Okay, also guys, as I told you, sugarcane is basically used for biofuel, and we all know biofuel production is rising. So how come sugarcane cultivation decrease? Okay, steadily, that too. So obviously this statement is incorrect. We get the answer what? We get the answer what? Statement 4 is incorrect. Statement 4 is incorrect. We get the answer 1 and 3. So without knowing anything, we get the answer. Okay. Also guys, another statement, you can see this statement, area under cultivation of jowar is more than that of oilseeds. Okay, common sense. Okay, we all know, guys, if you are reading little bit also current affairs in the last 2-3 years, you will come across that core cereals, area under core cereals. Jowar is what? Jowar, bajra is what? Core cereals. Okay, mota anaj, it is called mota anaj. Okay, so this is basically what? This is declining. In the last 50 years, the area under core cereal has declined. So how come area under jowar more than oil seeds? Logically not possible, because jowar is one of the core cereals. There are many core cereals, jowar, bajra, ragi. Okay, and it is saying just the jowar cultivation is more than oil seeds. This is impossible. This is impossible, because jowar is one of the core cereals and it is talking about the entire oil seeds. So this is also illogical. So this also you can eliminate. Statement 2 also you can eliminate. So I am not only just applying one technique. Okay, I am applying logic also. This is logic. This is what? Logic and common sense. Okay, so statement 2 also, if you cut, automatically you get answer 1 and 3. You see how many techniques I am using. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can see so many techniques you can apply. So many logic you can apply and solve the questions. Again and again I am telling you, do not blindly just rely on some techniques. Try to develop this analytical thinking. Guys, I was able to score such high marks in the prelims examination. Why? Because I developed this analytical thinking inside the exam hall. If you are able to think like this inside the exam hall, that day you will win the prelims examination. So more than knowledge, what is important is your ability to think. Majority of aspirants, what they think that UPSC exam is about mugging up, just more knowledge, accumulate more knowledge, accumulate more knowledge. No, UPSC prelims is about smart work, thinking. Okay, this is very important. You see how I have solved this question by various logics. Okay, one logic I have applied here, steadily, and one logic I have applied here. Jowar is one of the core cereals. How can jowar area be more than total oil seeds? In oil seeds, you know, there are many oil seeds. Okay, so how can one of the core cereals more than the entire oil seed? So this is also illogical. So we get the answer 1 and 3. Let us go to the next question. Here the logic is okay. So here, what is the rule you have learned? You have learned what? That whenever they have given area under cultivation, okay, whenever they give area under cultivation, when they give the trend steadily increasing, that will be not right. Okay, next question. So this question, guys, I think this question came in 2021. Let us read the question, guys. The question is on palm oil. With reference to palm oil, consider the following statements. Palm oil tree is native to Southeast Asia. Palm oil is a raw material for some industries producing lipstick and perfumes. Palm oil can be used for production of biodiesel. Guys, another rule which apply in agriculture questions in UPSC prelims examination, okay, is they change facts. Okay, so here you can see here, palm oil is native to Southeast Asia. Whenever this native word will be there in UPSC prelims agriculture question, whenever this word native or endemic word is there, okay, or naturally belong to, these are the various varieties, or naturally belong to, those statements will be incorrect. So factual, these are factual statements. These two statements are what? Application based statements. Guys, 99.99% times whenever application based statements are given in UPSC, 99% they are correct. Why? Because they denote possibility. This can be used. This pen can be used for something other than writing. It can be used for something else also. Can be. So this is highly probable. Can be. Application based statement. Keep noting down. Application based statement. Whenever any agriculture commodity is given and they will write this agriculture commodity can be used here. It can be used there. Definitely those statements will be correct. And whenever we talk about native, this is native to this region. Very high chances. Places, you can write down, guys, places, okay, they are incorrect. They change the places. Here I think it is Africa. They have changed Africa with Southeast Asia. Okay, so keep this in mind. This is habit of UPSC prelims question setters. Keep this in mind. This is really very, very important. So what did we learn here? Here we learned one thing, that whenever we are solving agriculture based questions in the UPSC prelims examination, and if they are giving a statement that this crop is found in this location, crop and location, 99% of the chances location is given what? Incorrect. 99% of the chances location is given what? Incorrect. So guys, we will continue with the next question now. Okay, before we move to the next question, this is the Telegram channel, okay, and this is my number. You can connect with me if you want my important questions for the prelims examination 2026. Guys, still you have 2 weeks. In these 2 weeks, if you solve my predicted questions, you can definitely boost your marks in the next 15 days, because 10-15 questions also you get exactly which will replicate in the examination, because I have analyzed last 1.5 years of current affairs and last 25 years of PYQs, and then only I have framed this predicted question. So please make use of that. Okay, next. Moving on, let us see this question. Such kind of 4 statement, 5 statement questions, okay, looking at them, okay, people get fear. Looking at them, they get fear, guys. But let me tell you, these questions are the easiest one. Again, I repeat, the more the number of statements, the easy the question is. The more the number of statements, the easier it is to solve them. Let us read the question and apply the technique which I have taught you in this question. What is the technique I have taught you here? Whenever they are giving location based statements, like this crop is endemic to this location, what did I tell you? Those statements are what? Not correct. Let us read this question. Tamarind tree is endemic to South Asia. Endemic to South Asia, native to South Asia, belongs to South Asia, naturally to South Asia. Such kind of statements generally incorrect. They change the location. So this is incorrect. So this is incorrect. This is incorrect. Automatically you are left with 2 options. Automatically you are left with 2 options. Okay, here. Moringa is a leguminous tree. Moringa is a leguminous tree. Okay. Now let us read the third statement. In India, most of the tamarind is collected as minor forest produce. This is quite logical. If you are little bit also reading newspapers or you have observed, okay, generally tribal people, they collect tamarind. They collect tamarind as a minor forest produce. Okay, so this statement can be true. Okay, now let us read this statement. Seeds of moringa and tamarind can be used in the production of biofuel. See this statement and see this statement. Can you see the pattern here? How many of you can see the pattern, guys? I am telling you, UPSC question setters, they just repeat same theme multiple times. You can see palm oil can be used as biodiesel. What I told, whenever application based questions, they are correct. Now again see, seeds of moringa and tamarind can be used. Seeds of moringa and tamarind, you can see, can be used for biofuels. You can see here. Okay, just now what I have taught you, can be means statement 5 has to be correct. So guys, out of this and this, which has statement 5? Option B. So you can go with option B without knowing other things. This is the beauty of elimination technique. This is the beauty of common sense. Guys, like this, no one in this country will tell you how to approach these questions. Because of my vast experience in the prelims examination, I am sharing all this. And I frame questions in my test series in such pattern only. I have observed such pattern and then only I frame questions. If you practice these questions, definitely you can boost your marks in the prelims examination. Also guys, before we move to the next question, I would like to appeal every one of you, please do consider liking this video and sharing this video with everyone who is going to attempt UPSC prelims examination. Because these techniques are really very beneficial for the examination. Okay, so let's move on. Okay, let's move on guys. Now this is a question. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Apply what I have just taught you and let me see how many of you can answer in the comment box. Let me see how many of you can answer this question. This is also same thing guys as we have discussed the first question. Production trend. Okay, let us read the question. With reference to pulse production, black gram can be cultivated both as kharif and rabi crop. Can, possibility, always correct. Statement 1 will be correct. So this automatically gone, this automatically gone. Now we have these 2 options. Okay, now let us read the statement 2. Green gram alone accounts nearly half of the pulse production. Extreme statement. What makes this extreme? Alone. I alone will do this. This crop alone can do this. This crop alone is 60%, 70%. Alone. Extreme statement. Cut it. Let us read the third statement. in the last 3 decades, while the production of Kharif pulse has increased, the production of Rabi pulse has decreased. This is a very interesting rule where I am going to share now. This rule, if you remember, I am telling you, every year one question they are framing on this rule. Guys, what they do here, whenever they give comparative statements, okay, you can see here, they have said that during the Kharif pulse, it has increased, and during the Rabi pulse, it has decreased. They just interchange. This is called rule of interchange. Whenever they will put two contrasting ideas within the same statements, whenever they give two contrasting ideas within the same statement, it will be incorrect. So this statement also is incorrect. We get the answer 1 only. See, very logical. I'm telling you, UPSC prelims is very logical. Once you get this, no force on this earth can stop you from qualifying the prelims examination. I'm telling you from my own experience. Okay, so let's move on to the next question. Let me see how many of you can. Okay, so guys, before we move to the next question, this was the most predicted question I was talking about. Still, you have 15 days. Get these questions and practice these questions. These questions are on most probable topic and framed in the latest pattern, which will really boost your score. Okay, now let's move on to the next question. Let me see. Okay, but this is a plan. This is the plan which you need to follow. This is a plan which you need to follow. So because many people are saying, okay, what plan to follow in the next 15 days? This is the plan you can follow. You can see here I have given the tests. Every day I have given one test, and every day I have given you important topics to revise. Okay, use this and prepare. Now let us see this question. Let us see this question. Let me see how many of you can answer this question. This question is a difficult question at a first glance. This question is very difficult to solve. Why? Because such kind of initiatives, sustainable sugar initiative, okay, very few people will read so carefully, because this is not a very big initiative. If you are reading for UPSC for last 2-3 years, I don't think you have come across this kind of initiative. So such kind of initiatives also sometimes they ask agriculture question, and okay, government programs, government initiatives. Okay, but don't be fearful. Let us read all the options and we can answer this question in minutes. Okay, let us see this. Seed cost is very low in this compared to conventional method. Drip irrigation can be practiced very effectively. There is no application of chemical fertilizer or inorganic fertilizer at all in this. At all. Guys, whenever you come across the word no or at all, these are what? Extreme words. These are what? Extreme words. Extreme words make the statement incorrect. Statement 3 is incorrect. Statement 3 is incorrect. Statement 3 is incorrect. Answer is 1, 2 and 4. Without even reading statement 4, you can mark the answer. This is the beauty of elimination technique. So whenever in UPSC prelims examination, they will say not any use of fertilizer. Okay, be very careful. Be very careful. Okay, completely, not at all, such kind of words, very important. Okay, now I am giving you another question. Let me see how many of you can answer this. Very easy to answer again. You can see they have asked here the difference between permaculture farming and conventional chemical farming. Permaculture farming and conventional chemical farming. So without even reading the options, okay, from the question itself, what we can, okay, infer that permaculture is opposite of chemical farming. Obviously, na sir, if they are asking to compare how this is different from this, how this is different from this, then they will have opposite features. If they are same, then how can they be different? Okay, common sense. This is common sense or not? So in chemical farming, we use chemicals. In chemical farmings, we use chemicals. In permaculture, we will use less chemicals or no chemicals. This is very common. Okay, this is without reading the options. Now we will read the options and we will try to answer this question. Okay, so we have not read about permaculture. Still, we will be able to solve this question. Let us see how. Permaculture farming discourages monoculture practices, but in conventional chemical farming, monoculture practices are dominant. Yes. Chemical farming, monoculture is dominant or not? Green revolution is what? Monoculture only. What is green revolution? Chemical based farming. Green revolution is what? Chemical based farming and monoculture, rice cultivation, wheat cultivation, monoculture, because of which, guys, okay, what has happened? The entire cropping pattern has got distorted. So obviously statement 1 is correct. Let us read statement 2. Conventional chemical farming can cause increase in soil salinity, but occurrence of such phenomenon is not observed in permaculture. Obviously, this is also correct, because why do salinity happens? Because when we are putting too much chemicals, then what will happen? The composition of the soil will get disbalanced. Soil will become what? You can see here, too saline. Whereas in permaculture, these things do not happen. So this statement is also probably correct. Now let us read the third statement. Conventional chemical farming is easily possible in semi-arid region, but permaculture farming is not easily possible in semi-arid region. Guys, common sense. If you have read little bit geography also, guys, in semi-arid farming, in semi-arid region, what kind of farming we do? We do dry farming, dry land farming. In dry land farming, what is the main constraint? The main constraint is water. We do not have water. And since we do not have water, how can we use chemicals? Chemical application, chemical fertilizer application, it requires irrigation. Without irrigation, there cannot be any application of chemical fertilizers. Okay, this is common sense. So this statement is what? This statement is what? Incorrect. So statement 3 is incorrect. Okay, statement 3 is incorrect. Statement 3 is incorrect. We get the answer what? 1, 2 and 4. Practice of mulching is very common in permaculture. Yes, this is also correct. You can see how logically we are approaching the questions. This is what you have to learn. If you learn this, guys, let me tell you, no one can stop you from qualifying the prelims examination. I would like to again appeal every one of you, please do join this Telegram channel and do subscribe to this YouTube channel and like this video if you think this is adding value to your preparation. Guys, in the last 15 days, such techniques can boost your score more than what you have read entire year. Every year, you know, many aspirants, they call me on the day of exam. Sir, the techniques which you taught, I applied those techniques and I was able to solve many questions in the prelims examination. So this is more valuable than what you have read the entire year. I'm telling you honestly.